we want to get into our new subject, or a new segment rather, called Rhythm or Boo. Basically, what we do, we're gonna give a rundown some R&B albums out there. Yes, R&B is still alive.
And well,
It is still live. People still putting out R&B music. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna give our take on some R&B music. So first, I know with me first, the first R&B album that I listened to was Toni Braxton, and I know Tay got an issue with Toni Braxton. She got a little. I don't know what Toni. I don't know what Toni did to Tay.
Let's not start any rumors around here, okay?
Tay, listen.
I'm not a fan.
The word is that Tay seen Toni and Kroger one day.
Let's make it Whole Foods if we gonna make it glamorous.
And she ran over her pinky toe with the cart. And from there going forward, she was like,
sound like something
Toni.
she would do. Sound like something she would do.
Nah, but listen. On the side, like that serious. Like, why you don't like?
I'm just not a fan. Like I was a fan of. Like I just recently heard her song. This recent album that she has. She has a song with Missy Elliott, and I'm a huge Missy Elliott fan. So I was like, I guess I'll listen to it. I'm just not a fan of hers. She has some catchy songs, some heartbreak songs, you know, but. I'm just not a fan.
Like, he wasn't enough for me. 7 whole days.
7 whole days, my joint.
Like, you trying to tell me, like, yo, like, seriously?
I can do 90s Toni. I can listen to it. Like, I really, I can do 90s Toni. 7 whole nights. Yeah, you gotta do that part. Like,
yeah. She did that.
I can do that. Yeah. I was a fan of her, you know, the heartbreak song. But as far as like her voice, I think it's original.
She does sound like she could be like in the jazz, almost like she has a deep. She has a little deep. Yeah.
Shibbity boo bop. Shibbity boo bop.
Man, listen. First of all, shout out to Toni Braxton.
You know,
Toni Braxton was all over my wall from the right up. Was it Right On magazines?
Word up,
Right On. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Toni was all over my wall. So shout out to Toni, man. But I listened to her album. It's called Spell My Name. She didn't say my name. You know, she like, listen, spell my name.
It doesn't take much to spell the name. It's Toni, right?
Toni.
No, the whole entire name. She says spell it.
Braxton ain't that hard.
Spell it.
It's the X that's tripping them up.
Spell it. But anyway, yeah. So so first of all, with Rhythm and Blues, we're gonna rate the albums. We're gonna either give it a heart emoji, or we're gonna give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. All right. So for this album, Spell My Name, my favorites on the album is let's see. I think it's called Dance. It's Dance, Do It, and Do It. Those are my favorite ones. Overall, I mean, it's a thumbs up. I mean, I ain't gonna give it a heart because I ain't really totally love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially because of the albums that I was listening to at the time. Just comparing it to the latest albums that came out, it don't really measure up to the, to like the Kems or like the other albums that I was listening to. So it was an okay album. It was I give it a thumbs up, but that's other than that, I mean, it's kind of hard to judge Toni from 90s Toni. It's like she got that's a lot to live up to when when you're still making music.
Yeah.
It's tough. What are y'all listening to? What other albums out there that y'all listening to?
I heard you say Kem, and I don't know what it is about this man. It's not a love affair, anything like that. But when I hear his music, I'm just like, oh, like I just feel so relaxed. And you want to do stuff that's like, good for the body, like go to a spa or, drink a lot of water and just be healthy, live good. You know,
Right.
it's just, he has a song on there called With You in My Life. And prejudging before, like if you just like listen to Kem and you like before, you're like, you know, oh, it's just gonna be like the other songs, and you know, but it was not. He really exceeded my expectations. He really, really exceeded my expectations. So I definitely give it a heart. I definitely do.
I'm curious though. What did you think about the song with him and Toni?
Isn't that song a single though? That song is a single.
That's on this album.
Ooh, for Kem and Toni Braxton?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's on there. I've loved it. And the thing about it is I love Kem. So it's like, you know,
like I really want to know what Toni did to you. Like I just, cause she said, is it because she went
I've never been moved by
it's because she went out with Birdman.
I'll tell you the truth. That's my issue with her. That's my issue with her because I'm like, huh?
As you were. Listen, and then I was trying to figure out how does this. We ain't gonna get into that, but
Jazz, it almost went down by the cornflakes and the cereal aisle.
Can you at least put me somewhere like in a healthy aisle, like the smoothie part or something?
It went right by the Fruit Loops. It was about to go down.
Wow.
I'm one of them people like I guess I don't want to sound cliche, but just vibey. Like I just don't 90s Toni, it was like, okay. That was the era. And it was like, yeah. So you can kind of tell the transition from when she went, like, especially with this last album, the transition was like, I guess it's like you're trying to keep up now with the modern, how things are going. Like, I don't like that. I feel like you're Toni Braxton.
That's what I think a lot of them are doing that.
I don't like when a lot of artists who are like from the 90s or even earlier than that, like when they're still out trying to like put out music and they try to conform or like change their style.
That
messes their all day.
Oh, don't even. Tank hit me left field when he was talking about if you do it 2 times, I know you ain't gay. Tank said, you know, if you've ever engaged in oral sex with a man, if you haven't done it at least 2 times, you're not gay. So what you're telling me is, anyway. So we just gonna get on.
Wait, so you gotta have that. Okay.
Wow.
On that note.
And here I was thinking that if you
on that note. On that note.
I mean, if you even think about it, to me, if you even think about it, you're just like, I mean,
listen.
Okay, you know,
to each his own.
Yeah, I love the kids. I'm just saying,
and that's how I felt about Toni Braxton with Birdman. Like I just see them like arguing. He just rubbing his hands together, like.
Like he told the Breakfast Club, put some spec on his name. You don't want to hear him. Spec. Put some spec on his name. He don't want to hear us talk about his name.
Is you finished or you done nagging? You finished or you done? I didn't get that one. I don't know what was going on there. Like you can have anybody in the world. You choose.
I did not understand that. Like I'm all for you love who you want to love to a certain extent. But like
listen.
I was just like, what? Where did they meet?
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, who sent the first call? Like, who asked on a date? Did a friend hook them up? Like,
y'all leave baby and Toni alone, man.
Wow.
It just looked toxic.
Trent,
the whole like you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but it looks toxic from afar. Like, ooh,
it did look bad. It looked bad.
I had the robe and the gavel, and I was like, no,
right,
not for me.
Trent, what you been listening? What you listen to?
I listen to Mali music. Mali music was pretty straight. I like the influences that he had in there. He had a lot of spiritual influences, which I was really appreciative of that. I like to feel that he had like some hip hop in there. He had some R&B, and he mixed it well together. So all in all, his message and his music blended really good for what he was talking about. So I give it like a thumbs up. I break it down to like with numbers and everything. So I would give him like a good strong like 86. You got an 86 for me.
Yeah, you can kind of get a B with me too. If I can get through the whole album, I'm all right. At least you got me. I can get through the whole album.
I can't skip more than 3 times.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Does that change with the numbers? Like, say if it's like 9 songs, or if I skip like 3 times on a 9-song album, then
you dead. That album is dead.
Right. That's it. That's it.
What if it gets like 18 or something? If it got 18, then how many?
See, the thing about me is the only album that I would say that I hold to the highest regard, that I don't skip anything, was, and I just remember this because it was just I still feel like this is my favorite. The Education of Lauryn Hill.
Interesting that you bring that up.
Oh,
that is my go-to when I'm in love, when I'm in pain.
Yeah. The interesting that you bring that up. So Tino,
oh boy,
what's your take on the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill?
Wait, you got a problem with the Miseducation?
I don't have a problem with that album.
It's a slight.
All right, so listen. Before we get to our next topic, let me just tell you what we're talking about. So on the core room, we talked about Rolling Stone naming the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill the greatest rap album of all time.
I wouldn't say it was a rap.
Thank you.
I don't know about that.
Thank you.
I will say it is a wonderful. It is a wonderful album. I will say they did the darn thing on it. It was very good. It has hits. It has a lot of insight. However, the greatest of all time,
I can't even do that.
Listen.
It's on the list. It's on the, this is the list.
It's not a rap album,
It's on the list. Why?
It's not a rap album.
So she's not, you don't consider her a rapper?
She is a rapper. She's one of the greatest rappers of all time.
She's
but the
a rapper.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is not a rap album.
I don't think so either. I probably think they got like maybe 4 rap songs.
Thank you. And she rapped on a lot of the R&B songs, but it's not a rap album.
It's funny how money changes situation.
Oh, I love that.
Communication
that
song.
One year she had performed it on the MTV Awards, and before she was like, it's funny how money changes situation. It's funny how money.
I remember
right there is a rap hand. This lets you know
she is a rapper, but that album is not a rap album.
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna move on.
It's not a rap album.
Because this is getting extra.
Because he gets real passionate about rap and all that stuff.
I'm sorry. I hate I even brought it up. I just wanted to let y'all know where I was going.
I'm sorry. I do get very passionate about my music.